Hope you've been having lots of fun putting together your trees and that you are now joining me for some embellishing. If you enjoy doing handwork, then these embroidery designs will be right up your alley. They are available through my website. You need to sign up and they will be sent to you. And these are the designs that I've come up with that I thought would work really well with our trees. So, got some fairly simple designs, but we want to make the most of these tree shapes. So this is running stitch. Very easy to do, really makes the most of the tree shape, and you can easily mark this on either by tracing or by eye, either way. Same goes for this one. This is chain stitch, just giving the tree some simple branches using chain stitch. So we'll probably be using 2 or 3 threads for this. Again, you can draw this on by eye, or you can use your favorite technique to trace it on. This one, a little bit of a Christmas theme. Can have some, so this is back stitch and with a French knot at the points, just to accentuate. So this could be great if you're doing a Christmas themed project. Much the same as this one, straight stitch. Just creating some stars on the tree, a little bit random. You can place yours exactly as I have by tracing them on, or you can draw in your own pattern. It really doesn't matter. These are just ideas for you. Please, if you like the idea but you want to tweak it to make it your own, go right ahead. And this one here, I've just drawn straight lines, but we're going to do stem stitch on this one. So that's sort of quite a modern design, you could say. And this one here is fly stitch. Again, creating a little bit of shape with branches or foliage, and that's what that's meant to look like. So this will be part of what you can download, this sheet, and you've got 6 designs there to trace onto your trees. As I said, you can trace them using a window or a light lamp, light box, or you can draw it freehand if you feel confident. So here's a couple of my blocks. I've sewn mine into strips because I'm using longer pieces for my background, and this will actually give me something to hang on to a little bit more than just a single tree block. And so that is important, and I am going to use probably this one here. So this is the Sew Line Styler. This is a blue pen, so the blue ink, and it is water erasable. So that's what I'll use on probably on the lighter fabrics. On the darker, such as the red, I'm going to use, this is also a Sew Line product, and it has, just going to click the lead out, you can see that lead there. It's a pink lead, and it gives me a very fine line. This is a ceramic pencil, so that's the fine line. So you can see I've started marking that one, and I'm going to do the running stitch straight lines. So if I spread that one out, now you can use a ruler for this if you wish, and that way you've got a nice straight line to stitch along. If you are confident to do it by hand, then go right ahead. So I'll just show you. Now you will need to be careful that you don't pull your fabric, because you want your markings to be clear but in a straight line. Now I have to be careful under here. My seam is pressed upwards, so I do need to consider that that is there when I'm doing my stitching. Okay, so that's the first, just wait for that to come into focus. That's the first row of stitching. So I can go ahead and easily mark in the next row. Now remembering that this is a guide, I did go a little bit crooked there, so you can always change your mind on the fly and actually embroider it slightly differently. Okay, and there I have 2 rows embroidered. I did go slightly crooked over here, so I will fix that when I'm stitching. So I'll do one more triangle inside there. Now look, if you want to go further and completely fill the tree with the stitching lines, that's entirely up to you. I encourage you to take the designs and tweak it for your own particular project. All right, these ones here, a little bit different. So I am going to mark, I think I might mark the chain stitch on this one. So the chain stitch does start, if I bring it down here, it does start down in the trunk of the tree. This won't show up so much on this one, but I can easily put the line in with this other marker. And it has a gentle, is my blue pen going to work? It has a gentle bend to it. Oh, my blue pen has been laying down and no longer wants to work. I may need to get a new blue pen. So using the blue pen, there we go. Just a gentle curve on that. Add a branch. Add another branch. And that's actually all I'm going to mark, because I don't actually need to mark in the loops when I do the chain stitch. That's all I need. So if I bring that closer, you can see I've got a bit of a stem into the trunk, and then I have the very simple branches going up into the tree. All right, this one here we might do, because it's next to this one, which is a little bit more freehand, we might put this straight line one on this tree here. And I'm going to use my ruler and simply let that line come out. Let's try this one. There we go. Now if you would like your lines further apart, that's your choice. If you would like them closer together, that's also your choice. All I've done is use one side of the tree to start the angle, and I've kept going that way. Now if you find you love doing hand embroidery, then you may wish to go the other way as well, so that it creates a bit of a crisscross on the tree. Totally up to you. This is a starting point. All right, so that's marking up the trees. Pretty much the same. Let's do this straight stitch one, actually. Now, with this one here. So, as I said, if you want to, you can use these to trace, but I'm going to encourage you to actually just do them freehand. Most of them you could do freehand. So let's have a look at this one. You can use mine as a guide for the placement, or you can make it up completely on your own. Really would love you to feel empowered to make those design choices for your own project. And I think I'll add another one here. Maybe need another one here. There you go. So, started with my design, but I've actually added more to it when I've put it on the fabric. So pretty much all the same. This one here, again, when you get to marking your blocks, let's do one. Let's do it on this red one because it will show up nicely on the camera. Alright, so we're going to start with our main stem. Then we're going to add in these smaller stems. I want that one to go down a bit. This one comes out. Another one on this side. And another one on this side. And that is all I'm actually going to mark. I don't need to add in the little V shapes because that comes when you do the fly stitch. We want our main stems, and that's what we're going to stitch along, so we don't actually need to add all of the detail when we mark it onto our block. I think that's mostly it. I may as well go ahead and do this last one while you're all here. Let's do it on this one. Actually, where's a yellow one? Here we go. Do it on a yellow one. So very simply, now this tree is a little bit wonky, so if it was a Christmas tree, it would be a little wonky. Now I don't necessarily need to mark in that I'm going to do a French knot there, because I can just mark the loops and do the back stitch when I get to it. There you go. So we're marked up and ready to go. Ready for stitching. Got straight stitch there. That one's for the fly stitch. And my other ones are here. Oh, and that was my running stitch. So there you go, marking up your projects, ready to go. This is the sheet you'll get in your inbox if you sign up via my website, www.sunflowerstitcheries.com. I'll leave the link below. Have fun with your embellishing.